I recently had a client of mine ask me a question to answer on a podcast I was filming recently, and I unfortunately didn't have the opportunity to answer it, so I wanted to make a video dedicated to this question. Since dropping out of high school to where you are now, there has obviously been a huge amount of growth and maturing. So my question is, can you attribute that growth to your alignment with your purpose or risk, and has that vision always been there? Or is that growth a result of a singular experience or event or events that caused you to develop the outlook you have today? In simple terms, was I born like this? And I think this is a very, very common question that not only am I asked, but I also ask myself. And I think the reality of the world that we live in is your perspective and your beliefs are shaped by the experiences that you have throughout this life, right? The only reason why I want to be a protection provider for my family and to have made such a big decision at such a young age, like dropping out of high school to pursue entrepreneurship, was because I was in a position where I had to. My mother had just lost her license from being a doctor. She couldn't provide for the family at the same degree as she used to, and somebody had to step up to that plate. I saw a gap that needed to be filled. I grew up without a father. There was no male figure in my family. I saw a role that needed to be filled. And so via my personal experience, it allowed me to make that decision. Now, one thing I want to add to this is a part of this question is that growth a result of a singular experience or other experiences that I've had? My growth is a culmination of what I was born with as well as my personal experience. And the reason why I say this is because we are all born innately with different things. And it's very, very difficult to find that innate thing in today's world because it is immediately stripped from us as a kid, immediately turned away. We're all immediately generalized in the educational system. We're thrown into a system where it generalizes all of our thoughts, all of our beings, so that no aspect of it is personalized to what you innately like and innately are good at, right? I had an innate belief as a kid that I believed I could do anything. So my mother always told me, that's what she tells me now. It's my most asked question to her. What was I like as a kid? What was I like? Apparently, when I was 2, I would go up to the fridge, open the door, get all the food I wanted, do whatever. I had a belief that I was no different than others. So having that innate belief, and this is something I say to you guys, is you need to discover what things feel natural to you, right? And once you figure out what things feel natural to you, you can get rid of all the other things that don't and release the friction that you have in your life by trying to pursue things that you don't actually like innately, right? Or don't believe in innately. So I've completely removed self-doubt for myself because innately I believe I can do anything, so why would I have any self-doubt? And to go back to his original question with, can you attribute the growth to your alignment with your purpose or risk to my level of maturity and my growth? Is absolutely. When you live with such a purpose and such direction within your life, that will build you into the person that you need to be in order to achieve that goal. When I dropped out of school and I decided to take that risk, I realized that in making that decision, I had to become a certain person that could truly live through making that decision. I dropped out of school in 10th grade. I had nothing. I had no setup, no ideas of what I wanted to do, and I moved to New Jersey in America, a place where no family was. I had a friend that I met playing video games with, and I decided to say, fuck it, move to America and try to start a business. It didn't work, but the man I became by making those decisions in alignment with what I wanted at the time, with my reason at the time, was very important. And I want to stem this on to you guys, because what this question is really asking me is, can you only grow via lived experience or by being in alignment with your purpose and your risk? It's the sole attribute of growth and why I am so mature and why I've built so much growth in such a short time is, yes, I've been so directed towards my purpose and risk, but yes, I've had wonderful, great personal experiences, and that's why I say to younger people and people like you, go and live life. Go figure it the fuck out. Try things. Figure it out. You don't know what you want. I don't even know what I want. Go and do things. Go and try them. But operate with a reason in life, right? I often always get asked, what is my purpose? What is my purpose? How do I find my purpose? The journey of finding your purpose is walking 100 kilometers. And you might find that purpose on the 99th, the 10th, the 15th, the 20th, but you need a reason to walk the 100 kilometers first, which will allow you to find your purpose. And that reason can be as simple as loving yourself, in which you have done. If you make your reason to love yourself, or you make your reason to grow this business, or you make your reason to provide for your family, that might not be your ultimate purpose in life, but in pursuit of that reason, you will stumble upon your purpose, I promise you. And that's exactly what happened to me. I said I wanted to provide it for my family. That was my reason to drop out of school. That was my reason to pursue the life that I live. And along that way, I found my purpose is to create more free-thinking individuals in the world. When you live by a reason in this life, and the reason why I push on finding a reason so much to then walk the 100 kilometers is because when you unlock a reason for pursuing life, you can use that reason as discernment to what truly brings value to achieving that reason. If your reason for living right now in life is to love yourself, you can then sit there and go, these thoughts that I'm having about self-doubt, self-hatred, disbelief in myself, unconfidence, they do not provide value to my reason for living right now, which is to love myself. So those are completely invaluable to me, completely useless. I'm never, right? And you can do the same things with your actions. Does this action help me love myself? Does smoking weed help me love myself? Does drinking help me love myself? No, get rid of it. Don't do those actions. Do these beliefs help me love myself? Is it beneficial for me to believe that when I do something wrong about myself that I am fucked forever and I can't recover and I'm sinful and I'm a horrible person? No, those don't provide value to you whatsoever. So those beliefs can be scrapped. And you can do the same exact thing as scrapping the things that don't provide value to you to finding the things that actually do provide value to you and that reason for living, right? So when you figure out that your reason for living is loving yourself, you can go, okay, saying nice things about myself all the time, doing this and that, provides value to the reason of living, which is to love myself. These actions of waking up early, doing my bed, help me love myself. So those are worthwhile doing actions. These beliefs that no matter what, if something goes wrong that I didn't want to happen, but I still am as capable as if it didn't happen or did happen, doesn't matter of the circumstance, that helps me love myself more, right? So when finding a reason in life, in pursuit of that reason, you will find the growth you're looking for and the maturity that you're looking for. You need to be open to it, right? And when you find that reason, that purpose, that whatever that is, to become the person you want to be, to envelop in that being, you will start bringing your goals towards you so that you can open up and actually receive what you need to receive to become the person that you wish to be and achieve the growth that you would get with alignment of pursuing your purpose. I hope that answers your question, and thank you very much for watching. Don't be the guy that sits in your room asking, what is my purpose? What is my purpose? What is my purpose? Because if you do that enough, you'll think your purpose is to sit in that fucking room.